Your short story, Where Are You Going, Where Have You Been? You say is for Bob Dylan, and I've always been curious as to why it's such a chilling story.
Well, that's a good question. I wrote the story so long ago that Dylan was in a phase where he was writing music like It's All Over Now, Baby Blue. And that song and some others on that same album were rather like fairy tales and even like nursery rhymes that had gone wrong. He had taken a kind of simplicity of imagery and linked it to a kind of gothic cautionary mode. And I thought that was just perfect for what I was doing also. So I dedicated it to Bob Dylan, but that was really the end of it. You know, there wasn't a prevailing sense that Bob Dylan meant anything more to me than something at that time. I mean, I can't claim that I know about Dylan's subsequent career the way many people do. I haven't followed it. It was mainly that early phase of Dylan that I liked very much. And I know he has his other phases, and he's a brilliant composer.
Just published the first volume of his autobiography.
I read part of that. It was excerpted and very interesting.
I read something that stayed with me where he said, if you want to become a writer, you don't have a life. But we could do a whole
That was very interesting. He said when he writes his songs, he thinks he's living. And that's part of his life. And when he was writing, he felt he was withdrawn from life. That's because he's not a natural writer. He's a natural songwriter and a musician. But if you're a writer or an artist, you know, whatever you are, when you're doing what you were born to do, you feel that you are alive.